An old man with a white beard and a blue shirt is seen passionately speaking during a Doge protest, expressing frustration to a surrounding group.
You can't think for yourself.
You need a
daddy. You need a daddy. We don't need daddy. We are adults. We are adults. We don't need daddy. You need a daddy. You need a daddy.
He gestures firmly with his hands, clearly agitated as he raises his voice, while a few onlookers record him on their phones.
Trump is your daddy!
You need a daddy. I don't need a daddy. I'm an adult. You're a freak.
You're a freak!
You
need to be Baker out
All
here.
we want you to do is cross the street.
You're a
Here.
freak.
You got it? We're adults.
Look at you. Take it easy
You are
over
a
there.
child with the
Wake
brain
up
of an
and you're
idiot.
big stupid.
Cross the street and leave us alone.
Across nothing. This is
Anti-Elon protesters in NYC chant, "Shut down Doge," outside a Tesla showroom. A crowd gathers outside, with some individuals holding signs and chanting slogans against Elon Musk and Dogecoin. The group becomes more vocal, chanting, "Shut down Doge," as several onlookers film the protest with their phones. A massive crowd in Indiana was protesting Doge. The group gathered in large numbers outside, chanting against Doge and expressing frustration with the organization.
This is what democracy looks like! Show me what democracy looks like! This is what democracy...
Protesters continued their demonstration, holding signs and making their voices heard in an attempt to stop Doge's rise.
looks like! Show me what democracy looks like! This is what democracy looks like! Show me what democracy looks like! This is what democracy looks like!
A massive crowd gathers outside the streets in Pasadena, California, protesting Doge and Elon Musk's influence. Protesters chant loudly, holding signs criticizing the Doge currency and its impact on the economy. Thousands of people gathered in Charlotte to protest Doge's impact on healthcare, Social Security, and civil rights, expressing their concerns loudly.
$1 million in federal research grants from the National Institutes of Health, Centers for Disease Control.
Protesters held signs, chanting slogans, and calling for action against Doge's influence on federal programs like healthcare and Social Security.
And other agencies. Quite a bio, and she's here to tell you how all of that is at risk.
A fake protester at an anti-Doge protest is seen expressing confusion about why Trump is labeled a fascist, admitting that he doesn't know, only repeating what Democrats have told him.
So what makes Trump a fascist? What makes Trump a fascist?
He does things without
Yeah, talk loud. I don't have my mic on.
I'm not really good into interviews and stuff like that.
Sorry?
He just does everything he wants and, not following laws or, he's a convicted felon.
He fumbles through his words, seemingly unsure, as he tries to justify his stance, with others in the crowd looking on.
Trying to get...
What are your feelings about him renaming Gulf of Mexico as the Gulf of America when a majority of the Gulf is in fact on the coast of America as opposed to Mexico?
I mean, it's kind of pointless. People...
Is it pointless?
Yeah, people call it the Gulf of Mexico.
Don't you think it could have a positive tourism impact potentially?
Tourism has been down heavily.
So I don't want to get into a tourism debate. My question is, the sign says, the fascist Trump regime must go.
Yeah.
And so I'm just curious what makes him a fascist. You pointed out that maybe something about his relationship with the media, he wants to control it, but
A quiet evening at the Sarawan Asian food restaurant in December turned chaotic when a Tesla suddenly sped past the building and crashed down the avenue.
C'est plutôt les deux qui sont ressentent souvent avec l'erreur.
On dit ultralibéralisme.
Et l'islamisme aussi,
Tu as vu cette voiture? Ça y est, c'est
Diners at the restaurant were startled by the loud noise as the car sped by and lost control.
quoi? Quelle horreur, mais quelle horreur! Regarde tous les champs courts, regarde. Je sais pas. Non, ça sert à rien d'y aller. Écoute, hein.
Sur le rideau.
Il y a suffisamment de gens. Alex, il y a suffisamment de...
The crash left bystanders in shock, with authorities quickly responding to the scene of the accident.
C'est quelqu'un qui s'est pris. Ah, il a écrasé quelqu'un? Reste là. Non, reste là. Parce que il y a suffisamment de...
A man was testing his Tesla's autopilot system to see if it would stop upon detecting a wall. The footage shows the Tesla approaching the wall at a steady pace, with no sign of the autopilot system braking or taking any evasive action.
Here we go! Here we go! Holy!
Upon impact, the car crashes into the wall, highlighting the failure of the system to stop as expected, despite the test conditions.
Shoot!
A Tesla crashes on the highway after the forward collision warning and automatic emergency braking system fails to activate. The car approaches traffic ahead without slowing down, despite the expected safety features being engaged. The vehicle collides with another car on the highway, raising concerns over the malfunction of the collision avoidance systems. CCTV footage in China captures a 2021 Tesla Model 3 crash in Guangdong, where the vehicle collided with a truck, resulting in the driver's death. The Tesla was traveling on a highway when it struck the rear of a truck, causing significant damage and leading to the fatality. A Tesla Model 3 crashes while in autopilot mode, veering off the road and entering the side. The car loses control while attempting a turn, driving off the main road and onto the grassy area beside it. A Tesla Model S is seen driving smoothly on the Bay Bridge just before it suddenly swerves into another lane and slams on the brakes, catching nearby vehicles off guard. The abrupt stop triggers a massive chain reaction crash behind the Tesla, involving 8 other vehicles in total. Authorities later confirmed the driver claimed the autopilot feature malfunctioned, and the crash caused several injuries and heavy traffic delays. A chilling and bizarre incident unfolded as a group of children chased a mysterious figure down a railroad track. The children had been exploring the railroad tracks, intrigued by reports of ghostly sightings in the area, when they suddenly spotted a strange and unsettling figure in the distance.
Apa dia mau dekat? Apa gimana ya? Sana juga. Gimana? Ada yang bilang gini. Khawatir. Sampai jauh. Kenapa? Kenapa? Apa yang ada?
Without hesitation, the children took off in pursuit of the figure, chasing it down the tracks as it seemed to vanish and reappear in the darkness, leaving the children and viewers with a sense of unease and wonder. A chilling sighting was captured on a Ring doorbell camera as a scary clown lurked in the neighborhood. The clown, dressed in a bright orange wig and pale face paint, slowly emerged from the darkness, its presence sending chills down the spine. The clown continued to linger, its unsettling gaze fixed on the camera, as if watching and waiting for the perfect moment to strike. In Washington, D.C., chants echo through the streets as demonstrators demand accountability and the dismantling of DOJ policies affecting healthcare and social programs. Large banners stretch across the crowd while speakers call for change, energizing the protest with passionate speeches. A protester at a Doge appreciation party in Washington, D.C., spat on Patrick Bet-David, leading to his brief detention. The protester was quickly detained by security, and after a brief exchange, he was released.
Has got to go.
You got lucky.
The incident sparked further controversy over how protests should be handled in such situations. LGBTQI+ activists scream in outrage as they protest against Elon Musk's Doge in a highly charged demonstration. The crowd chants while waving pride flags, some holding signs demanding Doge be shut down and federal protections restored. A large protest erupts in the East Valley as people rally against Doge budget cuts and Trump administration policies.
I'm up here with ABC 15 at a planned protest here in the East Valley at Val Vista and Baseline Road. Hundreds of people are here protesting the Trump administration and cuts to the government by Elon Musk and Doge. There's hundreds. Demonstrators wave signs and chant slogans, demanding the protection of federal programs and voicing opposition to recent government decisions. I'm up here with ABC 15 at a planned protest here in the East Valley at Val Vista and Baseline Road. Hundreds of people are here protesting the Trump administration and cuts to the government by Elon Musk and Doge. There's hundreds of people already here, and this protest wasn't scheduled to start until 10, but people have arrived early. There's protests also planned across the country and elsewhere in the valley today. The crowd continues to grow, with activists from various groups uniting in a powerful display of resistance and solidarity. Protesters gathered outside a major city center, holding signs that read, "Doge is terrible," and "Elon Musk must go," voicing their anger over current policies. Chants grow louder as the crowd marches, many waving homemade posters and calling for an end to Doge and Elon Musk's influence. A car suddenly swerves in front of a Tesla and slams on the brakes in an apparent brake check attempt, but misjudges the distance. The Tesla manages to slow down, but the other vehicle loses control and spins out, crashing into an incoming vehicle. The Cybertruck is seen slowly maneuvering into a parking spot using full self-driving mode, while a few co-workers observe nearby. As the vehicle adjusts itself, it gently bumps into a co-worker's car, causing minor contact that draws surprised reactions from those around. A Tesla Model Y is seen approaching a busy road before it suddenly accelerates forward without warning. The vehicle violently crashes into multiple cars in its path as bystanders react in shock to the unfolding chaos. Despite apparent attempts to brake, the Tesla continues moving until it finally comes to a stop after hitting another vehicle. A 26-year-old man from Colorado speeds through an intersection in his Tesla, going over twice the posted limit. The car slams into an incoming police vehicle,
The impact is devastating, leaving the Tesla driver dead. The footage shows a Tesla on autopilot, cruising down the highway when a car suddenly slams on its brakes in front. The Tesla's brakes fail to respond quickly enough, with only a weak attempt to slow down before it continues moving at speed. A warning chime sounds, but it's too late. There's an unavoidable crash when the vehicle doesn't fully stop in time. A Tesla traveling on the highway crashes into a parked truck, the impact causing an immediate explosion. The car erupts into flames, burning fiercely after the collision, and another explosion follows moments later. An extraterrestrial creature is spotted lurking behind the bushes, partially hidden in the shadows.
Until the cat moves, that it runs by me.
The figure remains still for a moment before slowly shifting its position, as if observing its surroundings.
Here's me taking a drag. Now right when that cat moves, there he goes. You see it? Now at first...
3 children play in a room, laughing and unaware of any danger. Suddenly, an unseen force drags one girl out of the frame, causing the others to flee. Moments later, she reappears, crawling on all fours, attempting to get into the room they ran into. A floating drone makes history by capturing the first ever footage from the eye of a storm at sea, Hurricane Sam in the Atlantic. The drone navigates through turbulent waters and enters the calm center of the hurricane, providing a unique perspective. The footage offers scientists and researchers a rare glimpse into the inner workings of a hurricane, potentially leading to new insights and discoveries. A lifeless doll sits motionless in the room. Nothing seems out of the ordinary. Suddenly, it begins to move on its own, scrambling wildly across the room.
Morirás por verme.
As it reaches the toilet, it vanishes without a trace, leaving a very disturbing presence. Heart-stopping drone footage shows a tiger shark swimming near the shore at Hillary's Dog Beach in Western Australia. The shark is seen lurking just meters away from unsuspecting swimmers in the clear waters. The drone captures the shark charging toward a woman before making a sudden U-turn, losing interest in her. large crowds gather in front of the Tesla dealership on Glenwood Avenue in Raleigh, joining a nationwide protest against Elon Musk and Doge budget cuts.
Elon Musk has got to go. Hey, hey. Ho, ho. Elon Musk has got to go. Hey, hey. Ho, ho. Elon Musk has got to go. Hey, hey.
Protesters chant and hold signs demanding Musk step down and calling for the end of Doge, citing threats to jobs and social programs. The energy remains high as more people arrive, many echoing concerns over growing corporate influence and loss of federal support. Large crowds gather outside the New York Stock Exchange, where protesters lie on the ground holding cardboard grave signs, symbolizing the death of public services under Doge. Many chant slogans demanding Elon Musk step down, while others silently display messages criticizing federal budget cuts tied to Doge. The symbolic protest draws attention from passers-by, with several people stopping to take photos or join the demonstration. A protester in D.C. during an anti-Doge protest drags a Trump effigy with a noose around its neck. The protester pulls the effigy across the lawn, showing their opposition to Trump and Elon Musk's Doge policy, creating a shocking visual during the protest. Millions across all 50 states flooded the streets to reject Doge and Trump's cuts to Medicaid, Social Security, and other vital programs for working people. Protesters gathered in large numbers, marching with signs condemning the cuts and voicing their concerns about the impact on essential social services.
We also need Social Security. Hands off our Social Security!
Hands up! Hands up! Hands up! Hands up!
The demonstrations spread across the nation, with people uniting in solidarity to demand action and restore funding for critical programs. Footage shows thousands of people who marched down to the Fifth Avenue in New York City, chanting "Shut Down Doge" as part of the nationwide #HandsOff 2025 protest.
Hands up! What do we do? Hands up!
Hands up! Stand up, fight back! Shut down Doge! Shut down Doge!
Move it back a little bit. Move it back.
Shut down Doge! 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 Our flag, not their flag! Our flag, not their flag!
Crowds hold signs condemning Elon Musk and Trump's proposed budget cuts, calling for the protection of Social Security, health care, and public programs.
No kings! No tyrants! No kings! No tyrants! No kings! Kings! No tyrants! No 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 kings!
Stop the move, people!
A lady is casually working in a shop, unaware of any danger. Suddenly, an unseen force grabs her and drags her toward the exit. She breaks free and rushes back inside, terrified by what just happened. Aerial drone footage captures a mysterious figure, claimed to be Bigfoot, moving quickly through the forest in southeast Idaho. The drone follows the figure as it runs for cover into the woods. The footage provides a closer look at the mysterious figure, sparking intrigue and debate. A little girl sleeps peacefully in her bed, unaware of what's about to happen. Suddenly, an unseen force grabs her leg and starts pulling her. She wakes up in terror as she's dragged out of bed by an unknown presence as she calls for help. A remarkable sighting has been captured, showing a crocodile that has miraculously survived despite missing its upper jaw. The crocodile is seen swimming in the water, moving steadily despite its missing upper jaw. A bizarre and intriguing incident occurred in the Mexican forest, where explorers made a shocking discovery. While venturing deep into the woods, the explorers stumbled upon a strange and unsettling sight. A person perched high up in a tree, seemingly out of place and unexplained.
¿Cuál es tu nombre? Aguas, compa, bájala de ahí. Ay, compa.
The explorers were left bewildered, wondering how the individual ended up in the tree and what their intentions might be, as they cautiously observed the strange scene unfolding before their eyes.
Ay, Dios mío. Amigos. Miren, amigos, aquí le estoy poniendo zoom, miren.
A total of 12 people are protesting Elon Musk outside of a Tesla dealership in Manhattan, demanding Doge be shut down and US aid be restored.
Nobody voted for Elon Musk. Nobody voted for Elon Musk. Nobody voted for Elon Musk.
The protesters chant loudly and hold handmade signs while standing in a tight cluster on the sidewalk.
Get Musk out of the White House. Get Musk out of the White House.
Nobody voted for Elon Musk.
Despite the small turnout, the protesters remain vocal and determined in getting their message across.
Nobody voted for Elon Musk. Nobody voted for Elon Musk. Nobody voted for Elon Musk.
On April 5, 2025, a significant anti-Trump protest took place in Washington, D.C. as part of the nationwide Hands Off movement.
welcome Executive Director Graysa Martinez Rosas from United We Dream.
The demonstration drew over 100,000 participants to the National Mall, uniting various groups in opposition to the Trump administration's policies, including the controversial Department of Government Efficiency, DOGE initiative.
What up, my people? Buenas tardes a toda mi gente latina. ¿Dónde están?
Protesters gathered near the Washington Monument, holding signs and chanting slogans against President Trump and Elon Musk.
A toda mi gente de habla hispana. Trump ha dicho que no quiere que hablemos español. Y le decimos, no, gracias. My name is Graysa Martinez Rosas. I am an immigrant. I am undocumented, unafraid, queer, and unashamed.
A large group of protesters gather on the steps of the U.S. Capitol, waving signs and chanting against DOGE.
When you wake up or when you're on your weekend and you get the fork in the road message.
Several speakers take turns on a megaphone, calling for stricter regulation and denouncing Elon Musk's influence.
Or you get the subsequent 5 bullets. Hey, what the hell did you do, you lazy federal worker, this week?
The crowd grows louder, unified in their chants as more people arrive and the demonstration intensifies.
How frightening is it that someone on X, the owner of X,
Federal workers are protesting DOGE in downtown Boston, standing together with signs demanding it be shut down and denouncing its influence on public policy. Chants echo through the streets as the crowd calls for stability in federal programs and criticizes Elon Musk's influence.
This is what community looks like. This is what community looks like.
Footage shows an anti-DOGE protester getting arrested for spraying a Trump supporter in the face with spray paint during a heated confrontation.
Spray painting is free speech, my ass. You're going to jail, bro. Lucky I don't want to go to jail. You in Tifa? You think it's all right to spray paint somebody, bro? Hey,
Yeah, this guy just came up and spray painted him and his camera and everything.
This guy.
Stop right there. Stop right there.
Police quickly intervene as the crowd reacts in shock, with protesters and bystanders recording the incident on their phones.
All over my phone. Stay right there. All over my glasses. All over the side of my head.
So you guys phone? You get on recording?
The arrested individual is escorted away while chants continue from both sides, escalating the tension at the scene. A video captured deep in the Russian woods shows a large figure moving among the trees. The figure, believed to be an Almasty, sprints through the forest at an incredible speed. The cameraman stands still, recording as the creature vanishes into the dense trees.
Вот это килограмм 200 весит.
Видел, как он своими лапами машет?
Смотри, 2 метра рост.
A trail camera set up deep in the woods captured eerie nighttime footage, showing the stillness of the forest under the dim glow of the moon. Suddenly, a large, shadowy figure resembling a dogman or werewolf appeared in the frame, its glowing eyes staring directly at the camera. A shocking sighting in southern Illinois has left wildlife enthusiasts stunned. A white-tail buck was spotted with a massive wound injury, sparking intense curiosity about the cause of the injury and how the animal has managed to survive. As the camera pans out, the buck's overall condition becomes apparent, with the animal seemingly able to move and function despite its injury. A mysterious and unexplained phenomenon was captured on camera, showing strange lights deep inside the woods. The footage began with the strange lights already visible in the distance, casting an eerie and unexplained glow over the surrounding trees. As the camera continued to roll, the lights remained steady and unchanged, their source and purpose unknown. A breathtaking video captures the moment a large, dark creature, resembling the legendary Loch Ness Monster, bursts out of the water.
Zoom in a little more. To the left, there, back a bit. And hand right.
The camera person reacts with shock, struggling to steady the camera as the creature creates a massive splash before disappearing beneath the surface.
Oh my God!
During the early hours, security staff monitoring CCTV at an office in Castlefield House on Liverpool Road, Manchester, witnessed a harrowing chain of events. A poltergeist was caught on camera. The office is empty and silent as the security camera records the stillness. A chair suddenly moves on its own, sliding across the floor. Cabinets fly open, papers scatter, doors slam shut, leaving a very disturbing presence. A night vision camera captures a brief glimpse of an eerie alien-like figure while someone was camping. The footage ends abruptly, and it is later discovered that the person who recorded it was never found. Only the camera remained. Footage shows a Tesla in China suddenly accelerating on a busy road, losing control and causing a deadly crash that left 2 people dead and 3 injured. The vehicle can be seen picking up speed unexpectedly, weaving dangerously between other cars and nearly hitting pedestrians. It continues moving erratically for over 2 kilometers before slamming into a storefront, ending in a devastating impact. A Tesla is seen driving rapidly through a rooftop parking lot before suddenly veering out of control and crashing into several parked vehicles. The chaotic footage continues as the car smashes through a barrier and plunges off the ledge, falling to the ground level below with a loud impact. Authorities later confirmed that both occupants of the Tesla survived with only minor injuries, despite the severity of the crash.
You all good? Yeah.
A man using Tesla's autopilot recklessly leaves the driver's seat and moves into the passenger side while the vehicle continues to operate on the highway. Footage captures the car moving steadily as the man sits casually away from the wheel, showing no concern for the dangers of his actions. Moments later, the car veers slightly before crashing, with the aftermath showing the seriousness of relying too much on autonomous features. A Tesla Model Y and a Xiaomi SU7 collided while driving on a highway, drawing attention due to the severity of the crash and the visible damage to both vehicles. The Xiaomi SU7 rear-ended the Tesla at high speed, crumpling its front end significantly, while the Tesla sustained moderate rear-end damage but remained relatively stable. A Tesla suddenly swerves into the opposite lane to avoid a pedestrian who stumbled into the street, leading to a head-on collision with an oncoming vehicle.
Doamne Dumnezeule mare!
The impact is forceful, damaging both cars significantly, while the pedestrian remains unharmed on the side of the road. In Canada, rumors of a lake monster stir up intrigue. When the creature emerges, its enormous size shocks those watching. The mystery is cleared up. It's just a giant sturgeon, not a mythical creature. A chilling paranormal incident was caught on camera at a barbershop, leaving many puzzled. The scene seemed normal at first, with a doll's head on the counter being used as a hair model, but what followed was anything but. In an eerie, unexplained movement, the doll's head suddenly tilted to the side, as though controlled by an invisible force, sending chills through the witnesses.
Like that, just move. I'm not going to pray you move. That right there, just move. Like just,
A fishing boat finds itself in the path of Hurricane Milton off the coast of Celestún, Yucatan. Huge waves slam into the vessel as the crew struggles to keep it afloat.
Vean los amigos, estudien, cuando les digan con su mamacita, vayan a la escuela y que levántense. Ahí está ya vivo. Lo metí. Véanlo. Véanlo, mira. Miren lo que es turbonada, no es turbonada. Es el huracán chiquitito. Véanlo.
The storm grows stronger, testing the boat's endurance in the furious sea.
Ese pobre pajarito cansa de la verga, pero ahorita. No mames, grabé, desde que subió la marea lo grabé, güey.
An alleged alien interview is recorded, showing a strange being seated in a dimly lit room.
Hey, Speed. Orange look wild there. Are you scared of me? Because you should be. Okay, so you say you're from the future and an evolutionary...
The figure responds to questions with subtle movements and creepy vocalizations, adding to the mystery.
I'll administer another radioscope only until your system collapses. Do you understand? Now, how do you speak English?
A poltergeist was caught on tape destroying kitchen. The kitchen appears normal and still, with nothing out of place.
Tired of this. Get out of my house.
Suddenly, an explosion occurs. Cabinets fling open, dishes crash to the floor, and kitchen utensils tips over. Objects continue to fly as the chaos intensifies before everything suddenly stops. A dead alien-like figure is discovered in Quebec, sparking curiosity and speculation. The mysterious body appears to have unusual features, leaving many questioning its origins. A young girl teases her friend for being scared and crying after claiming to see a ghost.
What was that? What are you doing? Oh, what, Nanny? Look at me. What are you scared of? The fish? Oh, the fish died.
But her mockery quickly turns to shock as she sees the ghostly figure for herself.
Turn around. Turn around. But you gotta listen to me. Turn around. Look at me. What's the matter?
The girl's expression changes from ridicule to horror as she turns and runs away in fear. A group of protesters lay down on the ground with a kind of grave sign in front of a Tesla showroom to protest against Doge and Elon Musk. The protesters hold up signs expressing their opposition, some recording the scene with their phones. Anti-Doge protesters took over a Tesla showroom in NYC. Protesters stormed inside the Tesla showroom in New York City, demanding the end of Doge and Elon Musk's influence. Inside the showroom, protesters were seen holding signs condemning Doge and Musk's impact on the economy. A group of people in Washington, D.C. gathered to protest Doge.
Go for Mexico! 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 Go for Mexico!
Protesters held signs and chanted slogans expressing their opposition to Doge. The crowd grew louder as more joined in, with some climbing onto ledges to raise their signs higher. A massive anti-Doge and anti-Trump protest took over the streets of Las Vegas, stretching more than a mile long with thousands of participants. Protesters march in unison, holding bold signs, chanting against Doge and Trump as onlookers film the scene.
It's a huge protest. Huge protest. Miles long on the Vegas Strip. Miles.
Aerial footage reveals the scale of the protest, with streets filled and banners waving across the crowd.
Miles and miles and miles of people protesting. From Park MGM all the way to Caesars Palace. That's a mile and a half. I'm going to continue drinking, but big old protest. That's a huge protest. Not bad. Big protest. Big protest.
A chilling and unexplained incident was captured on camera in Mexico, leaving many to wonder if a doll truly came to life. The video begins with a young girl peacefully playing with her toys, unaware of the strange occurrence that is about to unfold. As the girl continues to play, the camera captures a faint movement from a doll sitting on the floor at the side of the room, sending chills down the spine of the viewers. The doll's slight movements become more pronounced, leaving many to question whether this is a genuine paranormal event or simply a clever trick of the light. In this footage, the man could be seen setting up a camera in front of a window, adjusting it carefully before stepping away. After a while, an alien head suddenly pops up, peering into the house through the window. The eerie figure lingers for a brief moment before vanishing from sight. A horrific crash occurs on a busy highway when a large truck slams into a Tesla, sending it skidding across multiple lanes. The Tesla ends up crumpled by the side of the road, but all its occupants manage to exit the vehicle safely and appear unharmed. A Tesla Model 3 Performance is seen speeding down a highway, narrowly avoiding traffic as police attempt 2 pit maneuvers to stop it. Officers deploy a spike strip, which the Tesla runs over, damaging the tires but failing to bring the vehicle to a complete stop. The chase ends when a police cruiser forcefully rams the Tesla, triggering the curtain airbags and blowing the pyro fuse, ultimately disabling the vehicle. In East-South China, a Tesla Model 3 is seen driving normally when its APFSD system suddenly fails, causing confusion and concern. The car swerves slightly and doesn't respond to its surroundings as expected, as it hits an incoming truck at the other side of the road. A Tesla in China is captured speeding through traffic, with the driver appearing to struggle for control as it veers toward other vehicles. In a tense moment, the driver manages to steer between 2 cars, narrowly avoiding a major collision. Tragically, the Tesla crashes into a bus shortly after, killing the passenger and leaving the driver seriously injured. Dashcam footage shows a Tesla cruising at 75 miles per hour on autopilot. Navigate on autopilot, with the road ahead appearing mostly clear. A damaged car sits stationary in the middle of the lane, yet the Tesla makes no attempt to slow down or change lanes. It crashes directly into the back of the vehicle without any braking or alerts, raising major concerns about autopilot's responsiveness. A Tesla Model X is seen driving on a busy Los Angeles street when the driver decides to manually shut down the car's computer system.
Hi, my name is Jillian, and today I'll be demonstrating how dangerous it is when the computer on a Model X Tesla completely shuts down on one of the world's most busiest freeways, the 405 freeway in Los Angeles, California. Now, this is very dangerous, as you will see. It is very dangerous. While I reset the computer, completely shut it.
Despite the shutdown, the car continues to operate normally on the road without any issues or interruptions.
Down while driving at about 55 miles an hour. Here we go. Computer is shutting down. Traffic is coming to a stop. Computer is completely shut down. Continue to hold on the reboot buttons. The computer is completely blank. As you can see, everything on my dash is completely blank, blacked out. The computer is no longer running, but I am continuously driving safely. As the computer reboots, and I continue on my way down the 405, one of the most busiest freeways in the world in Los Angeles.
The driver resumes control of the vehicle, and everything appears to be functioning as expected.
The car seems to be acting normally. Nothing's wrong. I can accelerate normally. I can turn normally. There's nothing wrong. And within less than a minute, the computer completely reboots and I'm on my way to my destination safely. So whoever told you that it's dangerous for a computer to shut down on a Tesla completely lied to you. Stop listening to the lies. Teslas are safe. I feel safe in a Tesla. And as you can see, the computer completely shut down and I'm on my way to my destination safely. Thank you for watching and enjoy the rest of your day.
A fascinating and intriguing video captured a mysterious figure, sparking widespread interest and debate about the legend of the Little People from Native American mythology. The footage, taken in a remote, wooded area, revealed a small, elusive figure peeking in and out from behind some rocks, its features and movements unclear, but its presence undeniable.
Yeah. How is that? Turn the light on. Turn the light on again.
As the camera continued to roll, the small figure darted back and forth, its curiosity seemingly getting the better of it, as it cautiously emerged from its rocky hiding spot, leaving viewers wondering about the authenticity of this extraordinary sighting. A stunning and intriguing video captured by a man on the job appeared to show creatures resembling mermaids or sirens.
What the fuck's going on?
The footage, taken while the man was working near the water, revealed two humanoid figures with fish-like tails, sparking widespread fascination and speculation about the existence of mythical sea creatures.
On each side of the boat? What are those trails called? What's something swimming fast underneath that water? Something swimming real fast underneath that water. I hear him. Where's he at? What the fuck is that noise, bro? What is that noise?
As the creatures swam and interacted in the water, the man's camera continued to roll, capturing a rare and extraordinary glimpse into a world that many believed to be the realm of fantasy.
Oh my god. That's crazy. That's nuts.
Protesters surrounding the Tesla dealership in Manhattan, holding up signs and chanting loudly as tensions rise over Doge and Elon Musk's influence.
You guys want to leave? You're looking at her. But sometimes you start doing readings and stuff when you're there, and then you start doing one of
Several officers begin making arrests inside the dealership as protesters chant, "Arrest Musk," from outside, growing louder and more aggressive.
Arrest Elon Musk! Arrest Elon Musk!
of people who own Teslas. Yes. Do you think Elon's a Nazi?
Anti-Elon protesters line the streets, some waving aggressive signs and shouting heated chants about Doge and Musk's influence.
Hey, don't with me.
Elon Musk, are you gonna go home and jerk off to this way? Are you excited about it? Will you lick a picture of Donald Trump while you do it?
I'm trying to learn, so
well.
Tensions escalate as arguments break out between demonstrators and bystanders, with the crowd growing more animated.
Give me a break. Oh yeah.
It's to help.
You're too dumb for that.
I'm not on a side. I do a podcast. I'm just here learning.
If you want to learn, open a book and educate yourself.
Okay,
Have
I'm
a good
doing
day.
that now.
Go back over there.
Well, talking to protest.
Go back over there.
AFGE, a union of federal employees, has begun protesting President Trump's DOGE initiative outside the Office of Management and Budget.
As you can see behind me, a crowd of AFGE federal employees, yes, federal employees, have gathered outside the Office of Management and Budget.
The protesters, including federal workers and their allies, gathered to express their opposition to Doge, arguing that it undermines government efficiency and public sector workers' rights.
To protest President Trump and Doge. We'll see if any lawmakers show up, and stay tuned to Laura Loomer's X account for more exclusive footage of this protest developing.
The demonstration marks a growing concern over the effects of Doge, with AFGA advocating for better representation and fairness in government decision-making processes.
This is one of many protests that the left has scheduled before President Trump's address to Congress tonight at 9 o'clock Eastern. Stay tuned for more.
A group of protesters gathered outside a Doge appreciation party in Washington, D.C., protesting Elon Musk's involvement in Doge. As tensions rise, one protester is seen spitting on Patrick Bet-David, a party attendee, leading to his detention by law enforcement. The protesters chant loudly, with some getting agitated, as the scene intensifies with police intervention and the protester being escorted away. A Tesla dash cam captures footage of a tire flying off a car in front of it, hitting a nearby vehicle and causing it to flip. The impact of the tire sends the car into a somersault, while the Tesla narrowly avoids further collision. A Tesla Cybertruck is seen in Beverly Hills, having already crashed in front of a hotel, with the scene unfolding as the camera begins recording. Emergency responders arrive at the scene, assessing the damage while the Cybertruck remains in place, facing significant impact. A A Tesla in China reportedly accelerated uncontrollably, leading to a crash that injured 2 people, including the driver. The car unexpectedly surged forward, plowing through a gate and narrowly avoiding a bystander in the process. The vehicle eventually stopped after hitting a wall, with the driver and another person suffering injuries. A Tesla on the highway was already engulfed in flames when the footage began. The fire intensified, with the car exploding roughly 16 times, creating a dramatic and dangerous situation. A Tesla Model S catches fire at a tire repair shop in Los Gatos, with thick smoke rising from the vehicle. Fire spreads rapidly, engulfing the car, leading to emergency responders arriving to contain it. A person testing the Tesla Lucid Air experiences a breakdown during a trial run, leaving the vehicle stuck in the middle of the road. They step out and appear confused, pacing briefly while looking at their phone for assistance. Traffic builds up behind as the car remains immobile, forcing drivers to slowly maneuver around it. Smoke streams from a Cybertruck as it sits motionless by the roadside, drawing attention from nearby drivers.
Oh my God, guys! The Cybertruck! It's on fire!
A few onlookers gather at a distance, filming the unusual scene while keeping cautious.
What do I do? Should I call 911?
The vehicle remains intact but continues to emit thick smoke, hinting at a possible malfunction under the hood.
Should I get a fire extinguisher?